First Church Preschool families. I am here today with Hannah Klein. Hannah is our resident parenting coach and educator, and she leads our monthly discussion group, Let's Connect. Hannah, can you tell me a little bit about Let's Connect and how it came to be?
Yes, I can. Hi, everyone. So our Let's Connect group kind of started, I have a business and I coach and educate parents on just bringing more connection into their families. So I talk a lot about positive parenting strategies that foster that. So Lee and I kind of got together and talked about just creating this group for parents of the school to come and just kind of be with other parents who are all going through the same kinds of things that we don't really talk about that much. Struggles with how to discipline and how to deal with power struggles, that kind of thing. So it kind of was born out of just a desire to bring more connection to families, but also kind of more connection to the parent community, because I know that I meet new parents every month at the group who I've never met before, just because of all the different kind of drop-off and pick-up times. So it kind of really fosters that parent community for the school.
And it's been a really powerful community building tool for our preschool as well. All of the kids know each other so well. They're all best friends, but shortly after I started, I realized that many of our parents, they don't get that time together. So this is really a powerful way for them to spend time in community and talk about things that they're important to them. We recognize you guys are in the trenches, and so this is a way to sort of create some parental solidarity, right?
Right, exactly.
So this month you are going to be talking about balancing independence and boundaries. Tell me why that's so important among the preschool population.
Yes, I would say that that's the number one thing that parents struggle with at this age, at least the parents I talk to, just kind of knowing when to say yes, when to say no, when to encourage autonomy and independence and competence, and when to enforce rules and keep our kids safe and that kind of thing. And I think this time period is so hard because that's constantly evolving. You know, during toddlerhood, parents are so exhausted because you just feel like you're constantly, you know, keeping them safe and trying to get them to stop climbing everywhere and that kind of thing. Whereas as they grow and develop into preschoolers and then they go to elementary school, you are wanting to kind of step back. That's the ultimate goal, is that you develop kids who are competent and able to kind of set healthy boundaries themselves, right? So it's a constantly evolving process, and I think that's one reason why it's so exhausting. And we're constantly second-guessing ourselves. Am I doing the right thing here? So I think it's a really important conversation to have. How do I balance that? Because those are, you know, we do want to have healthy boundaries and structures for our kids to thrive. They need those. But that's hard for a lot of parents, especially parents who grew up with kind of very authoritarian type parenting themselves, lots of rules, lots of black and white, because I said so. Then they tend to, when they become parents, they have a hard time enforcing rules because that didn't feel good to them as a child and they didn't get much autonomy. And so they'll often swing into like permissive parenting where there aren't many rules and kids are just kind of running amok. But that's actually a detriment to kids because they need those healthy boundaries. And so it's, you know, it's just a hard balance to find. But it's possible to have that balance. It's possible to set healthy boundaries and be empathetic with your child as you're doing it. You know, it's possible to encourage independence and growth and autonomy while also keeping your children safe. And it's just all about explaining the why behind the boundary and that kind of thing. So, you know, I just think it's a really good, important conversation to have.
It absolutely is, and it aligns with some of our core values. We want our kids to be curious, innovative, and independent, but we also want them to have healthy boundaries here too. And balance is definitely a key word for us in terms of, you know, our staff and our families. So we hope that you all can join us on Tuesday, November 19th at 5:30. We'll meet here in the Parish House from 5:30 to 7. Childcare is provided by our fabulous First Church Preschool teachers. If you would like to attend, simply respond to myself or Hannah. Our email addresses will be in this post. And we hope to see you Tuesday the 19th at 5:30.